Hey guys, how you doing? I've got some more training results I want to show you guys, and this time we're going to be looking at outrageous training. So this is the most intense training you can get. It costs a lot and puts a big cap on your stamina, but are the gains worth it? That's what we're going to find out, among other things. Nocta asked me specifically to test outrageous stamina as the primary focus with a secondary weapon focus, so that's what I did. But then I also switched it around so that the weapon was first and stamina was second, so you could see the difference. And here's how it came out. So right away you notice that the gap is much closer with the stamina as the main focus, but that's not really from the stamina gains being greater. Stamina didn't really increase that much more as the primary focus. In week 6 it was at 46.1 as the main focus and 44 as the secondary focus. So the bigger gap is really due to the weapon stat being dragged down. In week 7 as the main focus it was at 79.9, and as the secondary focus it didn't get to that point until week 10. So as far as choosing which stat to focus on, this result reinforces that weapon stats just get a lot more out of training than stamina does. Now what about outrageous training compared to other training intensities? Well, I added the outrageous main focus results for both stamina and one-handed swords to the graphs from the other videos where I tested different intensities on stamina and one-handed swords. So you see in these graphs the outrageous line is in yellow, and it is important to note that it did start at a lower point than the intense training in both cases, but there still isn't a huge difference between them. So is it better than intense? Is it worth using? Well, yeah, in theory it does provide the higher gains, but if you can't afford it or you're worried about the max stamina, then I think intense will be just fine. In fact, looking again at the graphs, you'll really be fine as long as you're doing some kind of training. Not training at all was the only time where the gains were really slow. I do think that we've seen now in this video, as well as the last one, that training hard early on gives the biggest gains, so the more intense training will be worth it in the first few weeks, and then after that maybe you'll want to switch to calm or something when the fights are getting harder and you need more of your stamina. And as always, the most important thing is to do what feels good to you. Personally, I really noticed the stamina penalty on the outrageous training and I didn't like that, so I definitely wouldn't actually use it past the first few weeks because I hate not having a lot of stamina available. Anyway, that's that for this one, so let me know what you guys thought about these results. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you don't want to miss any videos, and I'll see you next time.